Catastrophe, Europe Goes to War 1914, by Max Hastings, read by Nigel Carrington. As Commandant of the British Army's Staff College in 1910, Brigadier General Henry Wilson asserted the likelihood of a European war, and argued that Britain's only prudent option was to ally itself with France against the Germans. A student ventured to argue, saying that only inconceivable stupidity on the part of statesmen could precipitate a general conflagration. This provoked Wilson's derision. "Ha, ha, ha! Inconceivable stupidity is just what you're going to get. We are readying ourselves to enter a long tunnel full of blood and darkness." André Gide, 28th of July, 1914. A bantering Russian Foreign Ministry official said to the British military attaché on the 16th of August, "You soldiers ought to be very pleased that we have arranged such a nice war for you." The officer answered, "We must wait and see whether it will be such a nice war after all."
Introduction, read by the author. Winston Churchill wrote afterwards, "No part of the Great War compares in interest with its opening. The measured, silent drawing together of gigantic forces, the uncertainty of their movements and positions, the number of unknown and unknowable facts, made the first collision a drama never surpassed. Nor was there any other period in the war when the general battle was waged on so great a scale, when the slaughter was so swift or the stakes so high. Moreover, in the beginning, our faculties of wonder, horror, and excitement had not been cauterized and deadened by the furnace fires of years." All this was so, though few of Churchill's fellow participants in those vast events embraced them with such eager appetite. In our own 21st century, the popular vision of the war is dominated by images of trenches, mud, wire, and poets. It's widely supposed that the first day of the 1916 Battle of the Somme was the bloodiest of the entire conflict. This is not so. In August 1914, the French army, advancing under brilliant sunshine across a virgin pastoral landscape, in dense masses, clad in blue overcoats and red trousers, led by officers riding chargers, with colours flying and bands playing, fought battles utterly unlike those that came later, and at even more terrible daily cost. Though French losses are disputed, the best estimates suggest that they suffered well over 1 million casualties in 1914's 5 months of war, including 329,000 dead. One soldier, whose company entered its first battle with 82 men, had just 3 left alive and unwounded by the end of August. The Germans suffered 800,000 casualties in the same period, including 3 times as many dead as during the entire Franco-Prussian War. This also represented a higher rate of loss than at any other later period of the conflict. The British, in August, fought 2 actions at Mons and Le Cateau, which entered their national legend. In October, their small force was plunged into the 3-week nightmare of the First Battle of Ypres. The line was narrowly held, with a larger French and Belgian contribution than chauvinists acknowledge. But much of the old British Army reposes forever in the region's cemeteries. 4 times as many soldiers of the King perished in 1914 as during the 3 years of the Boer War. Meanwhile, in the East, within weeks of abandoning their harvest fields, shops, and lathes, newly mobilized Russian, Austrian, and German soldiers met in huge clashes. Tiny Serbia inflicted a succession of defeats on the Austrians which left the Habsburg Empire reeling, having by Christmas suffered 1.27 million casualties at Serb and Russian hands, amounting to 1 in 3 of its soldiers.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?